Carbon Trust's mission is to accelerate the move to a low-carbon economy. We cut carbon emissions now by providing organisations with expert advice, finance and accreditation. And we also stimulate demand for new low-carbon products and services. We cut future carbon emissions by helping organisations develop new low-carbon technologies through project management and finance, investment and collaboration, and also by identifying market barriers and finding practical ways to overcome them. There are two current challenges in delivering the low-carbon economy. The first is the environmental imperative to reduce our carbon emissions by 80% by 2050, and that's now backed by legislation here in the UK. But the second is the economic context in which that has to happen. Business is tough out there at the moment. Businesses are finding it very hard to focus on emission reduction and indeed their environmental impact more broadly at a time when survival is for many a real focus. In the last 7 years, the Carbon Trust has helped its customers reduce operating costs by over £1 billion and save 17 million tonnes of carbon dioxide in the process. We aim to do the same in the next 3 years, reducing by a further £1 billion operating costs across the UK and also cutting carbon emissions by a further 17 million tonnes of CO2. And that's cost savings of over £1 million a day. To date, the Carbon Trust has created potential carbon savings of over 20 million tonnes of carbon dioxide a year in 2050 from its help in developing low-carbon technologies. That help has also been there for 200 individual products and companies across the UK, creating green jobs in the process. And it's allowed us to leverage in £7 of private sector investment for every pound of public sector money that we brought in. Looking ahead, our aim is to leverage over £2.5 billion of private sector investment into the low-carbon sector by 2010 and transform the UK into a hub for low-carbon innovation. Our focus right now is to help UK business in the economic downturn. 5 years ago, it was all about save money, save energy. Then the CSR agenda associated with environmental issues and climate change came up very strong. Now there's a real need for businesses to go back to basics, to recognise the cost savings that can be achieved whilst at the same time delivering an environmental benefit. The longer-term reputational benefit of positioning a company will be there too. Our job right now is to help UK business in the economic downturn to realise the benefits of moving to a low-carbon economy. A low-carbon economy satisfies an environmental imperative to emit fewer carbon emissions, but also represents a real business opportunity in the UK and around the world. The Carbon Trust will work internationally to identify opportunities for UK business to play a full part in this development going forward. For the Carbon Trust, success in 2012 will be to see organisations come out of the economic downturn to create a sustainable low-carbon economy for the future. I can see the UK as a hub for low-carbon innovation, with high levels of renewable power deployed across the country, very high levels of energy efficiency. Essentially, an economy characterised by higher growth, higher prosperity and lower carbon emissions for the future.